Evil Genius's HuK and Imba FXO Strelok. It is a Terran versus Protoss here on Dual Slate. Now the winner of this gets to play against HuK. The loser gets to play against Idra. Congratulations, you two.
This should be a pretty crazy match, man. A best of one on Dual Site. Very difficult to play for both these players. They're going to have to play very safe, very careful. Two-base timings are so common here. And as you said, you know, not a good choice to pick from for whether you're going to win this or not. I mean, obviously, HuK's probably not going to want to have to play against his teammate.
Correct.
And team kill off Idra, you know, or lose to Idra, you know, whichever way that would happen. So, you know, I do think HuK would win that, actually, just because of Idra's probably uncomfortability in his ZVP compared to his ZVT, but you know, here PVT on Dual Site with HuK versus Strelok, this should be pretty crazy, man, because not only is, you know, HuK obviously one of the best Protosses in the world right now with his, of course, his top 3 control, and just overall his just really solid play. I mean, he practiced in Korea, he's just improved his mechanics so much, but he's going to be up against Strelok, of course, the ambitious Terran who has just been practicing a ridiculous amount and really representing himself well lately. So this could be a really, really high-level PVT.
I agree, man. Now, one minor thing that Strelok did, he has a supply depot all the way up here, and then if you saw his SCV, it went all the way down to the bottom of his base. This supply depot, making it here actually spots
Smart
for any form of cheese.
Right.
You know, in-base proxies,
That's
that
important,
kind of
man.
stuff.
It's a best of one.
Yeah.
Cheese is going to be so common. It's not just a best of one, but it's on Dual Site. Probably one of the cheesiest maps in the map pool, so he's gonna have to be very, very careful about that type of, you know, that play from his opponents. That's why he's just being very conservative, making sure he checks the edges of his base, and he did go for the gas as well, so he's not trying to pull off any type of gasless expansion, which I do agree, since on this map, the natural is pretty wide open. It'd be very hard to pull that off. You'd need a lot of bunkers. It'd be very risky, and in a best of one, you don't want to be taking risks like that, so he's gonna go ahead and take the gas. Now, I do expect this will be for something like a 2-Rax expansion, but it's possible to go for something like a 1-1-1 man, and of course that's something that HuK has to be very aware of.
Yeah, 1-1-1's not nearly as strong as we've seen them in the past, you know, pre-1.4 patch, I want to say.
Right.
And I think overall the build has been figured out quite a bit. But for now, Strelok, we don't see that. He's going for a 1-Rax, probably an expand.
Yeah, 1-Rax, Tiklab expand. Now this could be a number of things. It could either just be a Reaper expand, not as common in TVP. Could be a Marauder expand, like we've seen back in the beta, but there's also a strategy that a lot of the Koreans have been mixing back in where they start out with what looks like a Marauder expand, and after the 3rd Marauder, they do mix in a Reaper. So then when they're going to be aggressive at the front of the Protoss base, and they start trying to attack up that ramp, they can send the Reaper up the cliff to get that upper ground vision for them to try to snipe off sentries. Of course, Reapers have that bonus damage to light, so they can snipe sentries very, very quickly, or they can go into the mineral line and try to pick off probes while they're engaging at the front. So we'll have to see if we do see Strelok go ahead and get that Reaper, if he's just going to be sticking on Marauders. I'm actually pretty shocked, to be honest, that he's going for this build, because this is a type of build that, while it is very standard and allows you to get an expansion very early on, it does get literally 100% hard countered by something like 3-Gate Void Ray. So to go for something that does, you know, really make yourself wide open to a risk against some type of all-in from your opponent in a best of one really surprises me.
You know, not just 3-Gate Void Ray, I would say. I would just say 3-Gate double gas. You know, just that alone, I think the power of the sentries in the early game stage really just dismantles this build, because you have just delayed upgrades and you don't have just the raw amount of units, the Marines that you need, that DPS that you need in there to kill units fast enough. And we already see, oh my god, HuK is going to get a probe into Strelok's base, and that's going to scout out absolutely everything.
That is huge, man. I'm really surprised he let that in there. But meanwhile, the Marauders are going to come up the ramp here. HuK's got to make sure he gets this force field off. He has the Stalker and Sentry there. No, it looks like Strelok, after he sees with his SCV on the upper ground, the Sentry there, doesn't want to risk it. Decides to fall back. He knows HuK has that, you know, that amazing control. Would not have missed that force field. The probe, oh, nice move. Pulls an SCV out and does stop it from continuing its scout path. And well, he did actually see the second barracks on the way, but no. So actually, never mind. He saw pretty much everything. But here comes a Reaper actually from Strelok. But critically, he did move his Marauders back home. So I'm a little bit shocked by that. I think, you know, if he had actually come out here with the Reaper and his Marauders.
I did see a Robo, right?
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, you're right. He canceled it. Wow.
And he switched it over to 4-Gate, so this is a 4-Gate expand pressure.
Yeah, man, this is pretty crazy. He was up on 2-gate, dropped the Nexus. Well, no, he actually, did he drop the 2 gates before he dropped the Nexus, didn't he? Yeah, so, yeah, you're right. 4-gate pressure expand from HuK, so he realized it's a 1-gate or 1x Marauder expand. He was going to drop the Robo because he didn't know if it could have been a 1-1-1. That's why he needed that. Once he saw the Marauders, he knew what was going on, but uh-oh, his units are out of position. Here comes the Reaper into his main base. He's going to be forced to use probes to micro right here. He might lose a couple. Here come the probes. Nice micro by HuK so far, trying to pull probes that are getting damaged, but one's very low. Nice target firing there by Strelok. Does pick off that one probe, but that's it, man. He's only gotten 1 kill so far, and here come the Stalkers to pick off the Reaper. But of course, that did delay the attack here from HuK. Wow. He had to bring his entire army back home. Still, I don't think he'd be able to do much damage if he did attack, since Strelok has those 2 bunkers ready to go. Yeah,
that's pretty substantial, actually. The timing was normally before Stim comes out, but Stim is already finished.
Oh, that's huge.
For Strelok, so he will be able to topple over HuK. Potentially, he just needs more bunkers right now, man.
Yeah, and that's how much of a difference that Reaper just made, man. He just missed that entire timing where he would have been able to hit before Stim. That is just such a big deal. Now we see the 2nd gas coming up from Strelok, and 3rd gas. So it looks like he wants to be able to rush out. There it is. Yep, factory, so he can rush out those medevacs. Oh,
God,
no, his army's out of position. He doesn't have those bunkers to help him out. Force fields are going to go down from HuK. Nice force fields, isolating some of these units. Now he's going to lose some of these Stalkers, maybe some of the sentries, but at the same time, Strelok is going to lose all of this infantry immediately here. Every single unit goes down now. All he has left are 3 units, man, and 2 bunkers.
That's like game right there, man.
Yeah.
Losing that many units represents a lot of the DPS that's normally inside the bunkers. You cannot kill your opponent's units in time, and they're just going to DPS down way too fast. He's not actually pressuring up.
Wow. I thought
really
he could have just killed Strelok right there, man.
Yeah, he definitely could have. But, I mean, he still has his advantage, in my opinion. That sentry count is massive.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the food, too, man. 70 food to 54.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, HuK is definitely ahead in that regard. And he has kept his probe count up. It's a little bit low since that Reaper, did kill 1 and lost him some mining time. So, actually, right now, he's at 37 probes against 39 SCVs. And that's not a good situation to be in since, of course, the mules are also helping Strelok out. So, he's way ahead on the income as a result. So HuK does need to continue producing those probes if he wants to come into the mid-game here, but it looks like maybe he just wants to continue putting as much pressure on as possible. He's continuing to add more gateways as well, going up to 6-gate here, so he just really wants to end this game as quickly as possible.
Here we go. It looks like he's ranging out that one supply depot. Zealots are coming in as we speak, but no, he's going to drop back. I don't know what he's waiting for at this point.
Yeah, I guess he's just waiting for more warpins, maybe if those gateways finish so he can get even more units, but here he comes. Guardian Shield gets put down. He's definitely committing this attack. Force fields go down preemptively to prevent any SCVs from coming to repair. He gets 1 bunker down pretty much immediately. The 2nd bunker goes down as well. 1's still alive, but there are not many units here from Strelok. This is a very dangerous situation for him. He really only has 3 Marines and 2 Marauders, and that's the extent of his entire army right now. And if HuK keeps pushing forward and picks off that last bunker, it could be game.
And this is the patience of HuK. He's actually not going to take out that bunker before taking out the supply depot, knowing that his opponent, it just blocks him a little bit, doesn't give him the best concave. And now these Stalkers are just going into town in the back of this line. He has the sentries over here. 5 additional Stalkers are warped in. And look at this, just a massive force. 86 supply to 64.
Yeah,
Strelok is going to go down this game.
Yeah, man, the army supply is 46 to 20 right now. There goes the last bunker. The units are stuck behind the force fields. Force field goes off on the ramp as well, and there's the GG from Strelok. HuK has taken this tiebreaker.
Looking really strong, and we're going to go into an interview with him to see what he has to say about him going up against HuK. Hello, everybody. We have Chris on the phone, a.k.a. HuK. HuK just defeated Strelok for a very big win that puts him in a high seeding for the NASL Grand Finals. But before we get into that, let's first go ahead and introduce him. HuK, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing exceptionally well. Now, what you just did for all people at home is you've just guaranteed that there could be an EG finals. It could be, HuK versus the Muslim, HuK versus Idra, HuK versus Puma at the end. What happened was, just based on seeding through the group stages, 3 EG members were on the lower half of the 16-man bracket. HuK winning this today gave the chance of there being an EG finals because he puts himself on the top. I mean, I want to ask you particularly how you feel about that and now going up against HuK as your first round.
Well, obviously not killing teammates is a good thing. I'm not sure how the bracket's fully going to look right now, but playing HuK first round is pretty good, I guess. My PvP seems decent right now. and I need to revenge my TSL loss against him anyways, and it'll be nice to play without lag at NASL. So I don't know, it should be pretty good, and then hopefully just my half of the brackets not as tough or as the other half.
Definitely. And then afterwards, just going a little bit into the brackets, we know for sure that you will be playing the winner of Hero and a playoff spot winner. But more importantly, I want to talk about Hero. He was 8-0 in the groups. He was performing so well. I think he was #1 in the groups, actually. How do you feel about playing Hero? Because I know you two have met up before.
I really don't like playing Hero. He's really good Protoss, and his PvP is pretty good. He just beat me at MLG. He was the only person that actually beat me in a full set. So I don't know. It's like, I mean, eventually you're gonna have to beat everybody anyways and play good players. So it's okay, but I would have rather play someone else, to be honest.
For sure. Well, moving a little bit forward, this will be the first time that you will be playing at the NASL finals. What are you going to do to prepare for this? Obviously, you're looking probably for 2 PvPs. I'm sure you're expecting that just because Hero is a heavy favorite, no matter who he gets paired with. But how are you going to prepare for the coming up finals?
I guess play a lot of PvP. It depends how the meta game changes by the time the NASL finals, but just practice a lot, make sure my mechanics are good, maybe come up with like 1 or 2 cheesy strategies just to throw in the mix if I get the maps I want. And I don't know, just do what I usually do, I guess.
Well, HuK, doing what you normally do definitely pays off. Again, a huge congratulations to your MLG win, and I wish you a lot of luck in the NASL finals. Do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, shout out to myeg.net and our sponsors, to my friends, family, and fans. I love you as always, and yeah, I guess that's it. Just thanks, and I look forward to meeting everybody in Cali.
All right, HuK, thanks so much for the interview. We'll catch you next time, man.
All right, see you. Bye.
All right, later.